Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 199.
I really like doing these for these ones. 11 plus 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 50 plus 25 plus 20 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 199 cause math.
I actually followed that this time.
Yeah, because I went slow.
Oh.
Hey, give me my notebook so I can take my notes.
Oh, yeah.
You're hogging my paper.
You put it here. I didn't. Hi, everybody.
Hello, people.
Welcome back.
How are ya?
Good to see you.
Happy Sunday.
Can't see you, but good to see you.
Right. Good to see ya.
Happy to have you with us.
Yes.
Again this week. It's Sunday afternoon, the 2nd of May.
It is the 2nd of May.
2nd of May. So
It's gonna be May.
do you notice how often she just inserts these little ditties?
It's already May.
Okay. Okay, already.
Okay, so let's discuss the elephant in the room.
What is the elephant in the room? Oh!
I got my hair cut.
Oh, she already gave you the answer.
Yeah.
I was going to sing the Jeopardy jingle and you just jumped right in.
Yep.
You didn't give people a chance to guess.
Well, I mean,
Clearly.
look at last week and look at this week.
Well,
So, this is my summer hair. I've been letting it grow out for a while, honestly.
so you had, how much did you have cut off?
3.5
3.5? Yeah, it was long.
inches.
Yeah, it was long.
And I already obviously had my hair appointment scheduled, but I got my hair cut on Thursday, and then on Wednesday, the day before, I went and mowed the lawn, and I could put my hair up in a full-blown ponytail.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
And I was like, because I usually just stick my hair up anyway, but it's all...
So I meet her out at the yard.
We meet at the yard. We met at the yard.
And
That's where the showdown occurred.
She had already had her pony in, and I went, "Oh, you look so cute!" And she was like,
I feel like, and it's so funny because Kia and Liz are both like, "I love your hair up too," and I'm like, "Whoa!" I feel like I look like a big egg. Just a big egg.
So I assume everybody in our part of the world has probably pretty much gotten into the yard work. Of course, we mow.
We get into the necessary yard work.
And that's
it. Yeah.
We haven't even bought mulch yet. No. We need to do that.
Okay.
And
whatever.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Not our thing.
No.
But
it's okay. If it's your thing, we're happy for you.
Absolutely.
And then, so I got my hair cut on Thursday, and then but before that, on Monday, I got my second COVID-19 vaccine shot.
Right.
It was like no problem. The shot itself was no problem. My first one I had in my left arm, and I don't know why. I think I was just like so excited that it was happening that I was like, I don't care what arm you put it in. And then everyone was like, why didn't you get it in your you're right-handed? And so I asked the girl if it was okay if I switched arms, and she was like, I don't care what you do. So, okay, fine. So, I got this one in my right arm, and it's a little bit still sort of the touch, but not really. And unless I do like extreme
which
things,
doesn't happen
which
very
does not happen ever.
No.
So, like when I'm, taking my shirt off at the end of the day or something like that, or changing my clothes, then I can feel it. But my arm was super, super sore for like 2 or 3 days after.
Yeah.
But
you weren't dragging your
behind
tail around.
No.
Or other things like that other people have experienced.
So thankfully for that.
Good to go. Nate's getting his shot, his second Pfizer on Tuesday in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's my brother.
So he's already decided he's just going to lay low the day after, just in case.
Just in case. Because didn't Katie, my sister-in-law?
Yeah. My daughter-in-law, who got her vaccines quite a while ago because she's in the medical field. Yeah. She was leveled after the second one, apparently.
Right.
I mean, so, everybody
But it's exciting. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
After the first one, I felt really great about it, obviously, but it's like now I have the second one, and it's like, okay, like,
so then I guess they're saying 2 weeks after
you get the second shot, you're like, good to go.
Good to go. You're fully vaccinated.
Immunized.
Yeah.
Immunized. So anyway.
Okay.
So we have a bit of business to handle. So if you are someone who has the little bell on for when Just Keep Stitchin posts new videos, then you were probably very confused as to why you got an alert on Friday evening. And then you were like, that's not Pam and Steph. Barbara Hills, who is the owner of Keepsakes, she's also my boss. Keepsakes is the needlework shop here in Cincinnati. The cross-stitch shop, I should say. And she's also the head of the StitchCon team. And for those of you who don't know, StitchCon is a FlossTubers and fans retreat. We had our first one in 2018. Then we had another one in 2019. Then we all know what happened in 2020. It was canceled. And then we are moving forward with StitchCon 2021. We had the last time that the waitlist was open was back in 2019, and it was for 2020's event. And the response to that was absolutely incredible. And so we had all of these names.
At its longest, how many people were on it?
Over 1,000.
Yeah. Over 1,000.
So we had that list, and that was the list that I was, because I'm the person who is in charge of all of the paperwork, administration, stuff like that, sending out invoices, all of those things. So that's the list we've been working from, sending out invoices to fill open spots at either weekend of StitchCon 2021. So the biggest difference between this year's event and previous years is that we are having 2 back-to-back weekends of StitchCon.
The decision to do that was so that we could give as many people as possible a chance to come to StitchCon, and that list was so incredibly long.
Right. So there are 2 weekends. They're both their own independent retreats.
Separate but equal.
Correct. So they will both be the same, same itinerary, same trunk show, same everything.
Right.
Just different people at both weekends.
Right.
So back on January 1st of this year is when we opened up the weekend picker. And so, people could pick people who rolled over their registrations from 2020 when we canceled the event, and said, keep my money. I want to come in 2021. Those people could pick a weekend. And that if all of those people had picked a weekend, we still would have had 200 openings.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have not. And so, long story short, we had a ton of openings. So since January 1st, I have been working diligently to go down through this wait list. Right. And, some people are just like, things have been postponed and they're scheduled for that same couple weekends in June, or they're not ready to travel yet, or they're no longer interested, or whatever. And so over the course of 4 months, I've been able to get to the end of that wait list.
Do you believe it?
So,
yeah, we
had, so I was averaging out sending about 10 to 15 invoices a day. And I said
you accelerated that to some degree.
Well, I mean, I didn't do it. It's the response that I react to that.
Correct.
So, so then I could see probably 3 weeks ago, because we were getting people that were inquiring, do you have any openings? Do you have any openings? Do you have any openings? Mm-hmm. And so last time we had a StitchCon meeting, a couple meetings ago, I said, I think that we can reopen this wait list on or around May 1st. Mm-hmm. If my averaging math is right.
Right.
And as it turns out, we were able to do that. So we have So if you watch Barbara's video that she posted on Friday,
Right.
A lot of this information is going to be repetitive of that, so I apologize, but just in case you didn't, or for whatever reason
You
didn't
saw
see
a
it.
new video, you saw Barbara, you clicked off.
Right. And you're like, well, I'm not going to StitchCon, so this doesn't apply to me.
Right.
This applies to people who aren't coming to StitchCon. So we did make the decision to reopen the wait list yesterday on Saturday, May 1st. So as it currently stands, the wait list is open. We have many more openings for weekend B than we do for A. So when you go to sign up on the wait list today, if you put that there's a question on this form, and it says, which weekend of StitchCon can you attend? StitchCon A, StitchCon B, or I can come to either weekend. If you click I can come to B, or I can come to either weekend, you're basically invoiced right away. Because we have that many openings at B. So don't be discouraged like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in. Chances are high at this particular juncture. Right. And as that changes and we get closer to the event, we will relay any changes in that. But if you are someone who has wanted to come to StitchCon, and even if you want to come, if you can only come to A, I don't want to discourage people who can only come to A.
Openings at A.
Yes, there are, but there are just many more for B. And so, long story short, if you want to come to StitchCon this year and you never thought you'd get a chance, this is your opportunity.
Absolutely.
And so the link to find the wait list is on the StitchCon website, which is www.stitch-con.com. That is linked below in the description box. And then when you go to the website, it's the homepage first, and then there's a tab at the top that says 2021 waitlist.
Right.
You click there, there's a button at the bottom of the page. Please read the entire Google form before you fill it out, just so you get an idea about how the process works. Because I don't want to sit here and explain all of that to people who
don't care.
Right. And so please read that carefully. And then if you are so inclined, put your name on the wait list.
Yeah.
So thank you to people who have filled it out already. It's so exciting to see some familiar names. And so that's amazing. And I promise you, I'm working very hard
to
give everyone who wants to come this year an opportunity.
Oh yeah.
So just know that handling all of the registrations and PayPal and email is
time consuming,
and it's just me
doing
that part of this thing. So we all on the team have our own areas of expertise, if you will, but this is mine. So everyone just breathe. I have a spreadsheet, so it's all fine.
Right.
But if you have any questions at all, then the StitchCon email address is also listed in the box.
Do you want to give out the 2 weekend dates?
Sure.
If you haven't already, I did.
Yes, I don't think I did.
Okay.
So StitchCon A is June 10th through June 13th. That is a Thursday through Sunday. The stitching room opens at noon on Thursday for both weekends, and it is open until 10 p.m. every night, including Sunday. And then StitchCon B is Thursday, June 17th through Sunday, June 20th. And same thing applies. Stitching room opens at noon on Thursday, and it closes at 10 p.m. every night, including Sunday. If you have any basic who, what, where, why, when questions about StitchCon, there also is a tab on the StitchCon website that says 2021 details. Click that, read through everything.
Yep.
And so that it will give you a good idea about what happens at StitchCon, where it's located, the hotels, all the things.
Right.
And
the
so
link is below. The link is below.
Yes. So we're excited.
Yeah.
There's 300 stitchers at each weekend. And it is going to be amazing. We're so excited. And so
retreats are starting to open up.
Yeah, for sure.
I just watched FlossTube about Stitching Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Things are loosening up.
Yeah.
And all of our social distancing, COVID-related info is also on the website.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So thank you to everyone if you were totally not interested in StitchCon for putting up with that.
Let's do a hashtag.
Let's. Okay, so our hashtag is #StitchHarmony. It is our attempt at connecting stitchers together and finding friends that live in your area.
Right.
And so we have a lot of people here in Cincinnati and who stitch, and we are blessed by that. And so we are sure that there's someone else in your area that stitches. And so we ask that you comment on our videos using the hashtag StitchHarmony, and you tell us your name and where you live. And then every week we pick one of those lovely people and we share them with you in hopes that they can find a stitchy friend.
Right. We had more than one hashtag StitchHarmony this past week.
We did.
And that was wonderful to see, but we pick only one. And I'm usually the one that picks it. And my criteria generally is to kind of mix up different parts of the country as we go from week to week.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything that somebody didn't express a desire in a bad way. It was just that, we haven't read anybody from that part of the country yet.
Right.
So
in a while. Or
if you are not this person, but you do want to, pardon me.
Pull it together, Pam.
You do want to see if we can find some stitching friends for you.
Yeah.
Just do it again.
Yeah.
We've had weeks where we haven't had any, and so...
so we want you to try again. So
try again.
Try and get you.
Okay?
Yeah.
But this one comes to us from Monica Tucker. Hi, Monica.
Hello, Monica.
And this is what she wrote. #StitchHarmony. Hi, Pam and Steph. Love your channel. I'm Monica, and I live in Ellenton, Florida.
Well, would you like to know where Ellenton...
I would.
Okay, so this is Florida. And so it is south of Tampa.
All right.
It's kind of like a little west of Bradenton.
There you go.
But it looks like very, very lovely.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, look at how much blue is around it.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Ellenton, Florida. And Monica says, we have only been here just under 2 years due to a job change.
It's in Manatee County.
Okay.
Manatee County.
Love it. She says, I love living in the Sunshine State. Of course, COVID most certainly has not helped in making connections, so I'm hoping StitchHarmony will help to find some stitching friends in my area.
Yes.
Long-time stitcher, but until watching you gals, only stitch monogamously. Many thanks for the enabling 6 whips going right now.
Woo-woo.
And a few others ready to kit up. All the best to you both. So,
okay, so this is how StitchHarmony works. So if your ears perked up because you live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Ellenton, Florida, and you are also in need of a stitchy friend, or you have room in your existing stitching group for Miss Monica, then please comment below and say, hello, my name is, insert name here, I live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Ellenton, Florida, and I would love to stitch with you. And then it is up to you, Miss Monica, to go through and read the comments on this week's video, episode 199, and see if anybody has reached out to you.
that's right.
And we say this every single week, that it works if you work it.
Right.
So,
Right.
if both parties are excited.
It's kind of like, I remember when I was in, I think I was in graduate school in the late 70s, and you would go to some community bulletin board, and
like
somebody would put up a notice about they're selling their furniture, or they need a roommate, and there were those little
tabs.
You know, those little tabs that you pulled off. You might have seen some when you were in college. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. It's kind of like that. I mean, you put it out there, and if there's an interest, you know, and you keep checking to see if any of those tabs are pulled off.
Right.
So, Monica, you have a job to do, and other people who might want to reach out to Monica.
And around your Robertson driving distance of Ellenton, Florida.
You folks have a job to do.
Yes.
And I don't want to say that this is limited to the United States. We've
Yeah.
done some in
International.
internationally. We've done some in Canada, certainly, Australia,
Yes.
and on the continent and in the UK. So,
for sure.
there you go.
Cool.
Hope we find some friends for Monica
Yes.
to talk stitching.
Ellens and Stitchers unite.
Correct. Okay, that means it's time for Pam's pinned comment. And if you don't know or you're new here,
Yes. I'm new here.
this is the one comment of all the wonderful comments that we get after each episode.
Yes.
Because we do have the best commenters on FlossTube.
Facts.
This is the one that tickled my fancy.
Pam's face.
So, Karen Dean,
Hello, Karen.
your Pam's pinned comment.
Congratulations.
And this is what you said, Karen.
Yes.
OMG, Pam and Steph, I laughed and laughed.
That's
I
good.
always watch your videos at night in bed on my iPad with my earbuds in. Hence, at 10:30 p.m. when I laugh, I guess everyone in the house can hear me. What do I know? I have my earbuds in. Anyhow, last night, Sunday, my husband nudged me and asked, "Are you floss tubing?"
Floss tubing, like it's a verb.
To which I replied, "Of course." Right at the same time, Pam mentioned Katie, and Steph shouted,
Hi, Andy.
I had to pause and rewind the video a bit, take out my earbuds, and have my husband watch that part.
Mm-hmm.
His name is, you guessed it,
Andy.
Andy. He laughed and said, your FlossTube friends are a little crazy.
Yes.
I had to explain the hello Andy gig to him, and he seemed a wee bit disappointed. Poor guy.
Sorry,
Take care,
Andy.
ladies, and Steph, let Pam stitch that design on the purple fabric.
Yes.
And that's one of her
Whips.
whips.
Thank
So
you,
anyway,
Karen.
thanks, Karen. That was super funny.
And also, thank you to all the wonderful Andys in the
That's
world.
right. Special hello to any Andys out there.
Yes. Yes.
Beyond our special one,
Right.
who's
Right.
our friend Katie's husband.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
All right.
Okay. So, I'm going to show the one on the bottom first, of course.
Uh-oh. I didn't think that was allowed.
I make the piles, Pam. I do what I want. When you make the piles, you can choose how you talk about
I
it.
see. Okay.
Okay. So, last week I was almost done with this. This week. Oop, oop, oop. Dang it. I am done with it. This, look at this.
Yeah.
Frickin' needle minders.
Hot Mess Express here.
Needle minders. Okay. Everywhere.
Needle minders sticking to floss
Yes.
rings and all kinds of
Yes.
stuff.
Okay. So this is so Our Lasting Friendship by Blackbird Designs. This is the book. Yes, it is still in print. And this is the sampler, Our Lasting Friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And Pam and I have a local group here that we have called the Whistle Stop Crew or the Crockpot Crew or whatever. And it is 9 of our most amazing friends. And we all live here with the exception of Melissa. Hi, Melissa. I know you live in Columbus, but it's okay. And we all started these in October, and so there's 9 separate samplers, and we are all rotating them amongst ourselves.
It used to be called a round robin. I don't know if people
I
use
just
that.
said that it was called a round
Oh,
robin.
you did? Oh,
I
sorry.
think. If not, it's called a round robin. And so we all started our own samplers back in October, and we've been rotating them every month. And so in April, I had Lisa's, and Lisa is Lisa of Stitching the Dream.
Right.
And here on a FlossTube. And so we, this was my idea to do this project, but I wasn't going to tell everyone you have to do everything it's called for.
Right.
If you want to change your fabric, change your floss, do whatever you want to do, it's going to hang in your house, so do what you want to do.
Right.
And so, as we've shown them in the last few months, and we'll continue to do so until we get them all back in October, people have changed things up. And so, Lisa has changed things up a bit, and it's beautiful, and it's so wonderful to see all the different conversions and different thread picks and fabric picks and all the things. So, Lisa's is stitched on 40 count. Where's the paper? Oh, it's in the book. Hold on. I just don't want to tell you wrong. That's all. So sorry. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Oh. Dark cobblestone. I wanted to say woodland brown, but I knew that was wrong. So 40 count dark cobblestone from Zweigart. It's a Newcastle linen. And she did a complete color conversion. And so I finished my section. So that is Lisa's so far. There's obviously still more to be done on it, but I did this section. I was like, wait, which one did I do? I did this section in this corner. I started with this and this purple bird, and then went over and did that bowl of berries and the birds and
the berry bowl.
What didn't I just say? Bowl of berries?
Oh.
Yeah.
Something must be happening with my ears. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not working. And then, of course, when I was all done, I went down and put my initials in. Yeah. She asked that we all do our initials in the same color, and then we could pick whatever color we wanted to do for the emblem. So, so that is Lisa's Lasting Friendship.
Cool.
And I very much enjoyed it. It was nice because it was 40 count. The one before it was 28, so it was nice. And then we, Katie, our friend Katie, that we just were mentioning, who has the husband named Andy, she is kind of, well, she's the engineer of the group. So she has this whole rotation situation planned out. And so we will rotate again here, probably in the next few days, week, whatever. Right. And I am ready to go with mine.
Right.
So Lisa's was also one that was very much like put whatever color wherever you want kind of thing. And I had to make a color key before I started, or else it would not have been.
And we have we have a little Facebook chat group, and, so we share it amongst ourselves.
Yes.
And so if there's anything that, the owner is, maybe reconsidering or whatever, there's time enough to.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To fold that in.
For sure. Okay. And then, speaking of StitchCon, Pam and I are both on the StitchCon team.
Yeah.
And so we will be attending both weekends of StitchCon.
Sure.
Right? And so, there is an optional smalls exchange that happens at StitchCon both weekends. And, all the information about what that is and the rules and regulations about it, is all on the website. But May just creeped up and I was like, I don't have anything for that. And so, first of all, so sorry, Jan.
Yeah.
But I was cleaning the table off, and which is kind of like our
weekly
dump zone. That sounded wrong. And I came across my copy of this, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I, of course, well, I don't know about of course, but I am referring to the Hope Celebration Small by Hello from Liz Matthews. And so I just feel like I saw this. I love this regardless. But I just feel like this piece, the designer, the word hope, I just feel like encompasses a lot of my feelings about StitchCon. Right? So like, the friendships that FlossTube has brought me and that CrossStitch has brought me, and the hope that StitchCon has been for me and a lot of people and just like this light at the end of the tunnel and all that sappy stuff, right? So, and I was like, this is going to be great. Well, in the small, which this is a freebie and it is available through her newsletter. So, I will link Liz's FlossTube channel below so you can, you know, go find her and you can get your copy of this small as well. But inside, I'm not going to show you the chart, but inside she has it 2 different orientations. So this is the square one, obviously. I'm not trying to teach you shapes, but then she also has it designed with the word hope, and then there's a flower that sticks out this way. So take this tall flower and just bring it down right here, right? So
it's a freebie, so.
Well, I know, but
yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing because I'm going to have it finished as probably a pillow. And then I'm going to have that be the top and then there'd be a second half. So it's more of a square pillow at the end of the day. So anyway, so I'm doing 2 separate ones, obviously. And one is on 36 count, and it is a Be Stitch Me fabric, and it does not have a color name because it was a Friday Night Fight Night fabric, and a lot of her fabrics on Friday Night Fight Night she does not name, and then I dug through our Color and Cotton stash of threads, and I am using Elizabethan from Color and Cotton for the first one. And so I started this week, and that is how much I have.
Nice.
I think it's really pretty. I like it a lot. So yeah, so this is 36 count. And then my second one, which I have not started, I'll start that after, is going to be on 40 count. And the fabric is called Fairy Wings. And it is by Dames of the Needle, is the 40 count. And this is the fabric. It's kind of like a light purple color. And then I have 2 threads picked out from Color and Cotton. I have Typewriter and I have Cranberry, which is actually more of a purple. But anyway. And I just can't decide.
Oh, definitely this one.
Really? Okay. Okay.
It'll be your decision.
Yeah. I just don't know. I can't, you know, I think that looks really pretty.
I wouldn't consider using 2 colors.
Well, I thought about that, but I don't think that these really go together.
Oh, okay.
So I think that they both look good on the fabric. I think I'll do this one.
Okay, well.
So, I don't know. So, if you have any strong feelings, let me know below. But, and then I was actually talking to Kia last night, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do because we ask that you wrap your small in the theme of the project. Well, I can't go out and buy Hope wrapping paper.
No.
And so...
But you can find some summary wrapping paper.
So I'm going to do it like all in their colorways. So like
cool.
A pink and make it flowery.
Yeah.
So
because usually our smalls exchanges, you put them in a gift bag or a basket or some kind of container that looks attractive.
Yes.
For when you go up and claim your small. So.
Right. So we don't usually share our smalls before we gift them, but I just felt like it. So there's that.
There's no rule.
Nope. There's no rule at all. Okay. Okay. And then it's gonna be May.
3 times.
I know, right? Nope, that's the second time I also sang It's Already May.
I know.
Yeah.
So there were 3. Now you've done 4.
4, yes. Okay, so that means that Stitch Mania is upon us.
It's here.
It's here. And as we discussed very quickly last week, for my Stitch Mania, I am restarting 5 projects that have been languishing in my WIP pile because I don't like the fabric they're on and I just need to get pulled together and pick new fabric. So, I got all that together and then I made a wheel, and then on Friday night I spun that wheel, and then I'm going to work on whatever project comes up from Saturday to the next Friday night. And then for that next Friday night, spin the wheel. Saturday, starting the next one. And it's so funny because I love all 5 of the projects that I was going to restart, but this one is my oldest WIP.
Yeah.
And, like, not in total, but just the oldest WIP out of the 5 that I chose for Stitch Mania.
Right.
And so if you are longtime Just Keep Stitching viewers, you'll remember that I started Poinsettia House by Little House Needleworks. And I started this in 2017.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So when
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So show the old one.
I'm going to, don't worry. So when I first started this back in 2017, I started this, I just pulled fabric from our stash, which is 28 count Monaco. And it was a super tight fabric, but I was really naive back then, and I think I was just like, well, either, like, if I don't like stitching on it, it's my fault.
Yeah.
And, like, there's something wrong with my stitching or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I didn't feel the creative liberty to just switch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, why didn't I just switch it?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm glad that I waited this long because now I'm into higher count fabric and I really, really love it. So this is the old one. So we are not allowed to have any new starts this year because we're doing a little challenge in our Whistle Stop group. But we are allowed to restart things as long as we don't frog out the old first, which is fine by me because I hate to frog. So this is the old one.
Yeah. Take all the time you need to look at this because it's not going anywhere after this.
I'm literally going to throw this away.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's someone out there that is, like, dying to have this.
No.
Let me know. But
no, it won't be worth the postage. Sorry.
No. No.
Ain't happening.
So, yeah. So, I have decided to restitch it. I also, yesterday when I worked, I went, I took my threads upstairs and, because I wanted to check the dye lots of the threads because I had also pulled the threads from stash and a lot of them were crescent colors.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so, now when I get things up, I just buy new every time. And so I was like, well, let me just check these colors, right? It's a good thing I did because they've changed just a touch. So, I mean, look at the green on there around those flowers.
Yeah.
And then look at mine.
Okay. It's hard to compare and contrast because you're doing it on 40 count, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar, I feel like. And it's a photograph, right?
True. Yes. So I am stitching my new one on 40 count sandstone from Color and Cod. And I have a mistake in it. I know where the mistake is already. Don't judge me.
Right.
But I didn't frog it out. I was just like, I'm just going to show them it in its entirety. Yes.
Right.
If you look at it long enough, you'll be able to find where the mistake is. It's fine.
And everybody jumps up and gets over to their TV to see.
Right.
Clearly.
So obviously the mistake is right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
So, but this is 40 count. I'm freaking obsessed. Like obsessed.
Yeah.
So,
I came down this morning and she had it on her ottoman and I looked down at it and I went, oh, that's so pretty.
Yes. So I love it.
Yeah.
And when I went up to look at the threads, I also had just one of them we didn't have. So I just pulled a different red.
I know. And you wouldn't have done that in 2017.
No. I did that in 2017.
Oh.
I wouldn't have done it now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was like, oh, we don't have wild berries was the other color that we were out of that we personally didn't have in our stash. And so I was like, oh, I don't care though. I'll just pull this red, which was a pretty red. It was Lancaster red from Weeks, but it was not the called for. And so I was like, why did I do that?
Oh.
So tonight I'll frog this out.
Yeah.
I need to finish my smalls for StitchCon for sure. And so as long as these are restarted and all of that,
Mania, so
for
that
sure.
was the only...
Yeah. And so I want to get the one whole poinsettia flower done.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So, okay, I'm done talking now for this portion of the program.
Oh, my turn?
What have you been working on, Pam?
Okay, so, 2 things going on right now.
We've got a lot going on.
Actually, what happened to my...
What?
I didn't bring it over.
What?
My November house.
Well?
Let's pause it.
Hold on. So sorry.
We have things in several spots, and
we got piles everywhere.
So, what I forgot to have over here and ready to go was how I started the week just passed.
Yes.
Which was on the 25th of
April, excuse me.
Right?
Yes.
It was time to start the next cottage in the Be Home series from Twin Peak Primitives.
Yes.
Only 2 more to go.
Oh, boy.
So it's time to start November. And so I have made a start, a pretty substantial start on it.
On the November. Here.
And I don't have it folded out ready. Sorry.
It's fine, Pam. We'll wait.
And this is going to be a, huge
thing here.
project when it's all done.
Yep.
And I am down to the bottom of the fabric. So I'm folding so that you see.
Yeah. Wait, before she shows this, keep in mind that Pam just said, so I had a start on the November cottage.
Yeah.
Just remember that she said that and how she said that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this is how much of November Cottage is done.
It's freaking almost done, Pam.
Yeah. This is a fast one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Is the roof a bit one solid color?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah. And all the neutrals are in there.
But they play so well with each other.
Don't they? And then the pumpkins near the front door.
Yep. Love
the
that.
robin on the roof.
That's a big robin.
And the acorns up in the arbor.
Yes.
So that was what I did first. And then I worked on that until yesterday.
Yes.
So, put that in...
yeah, I got it. I got it, Pam. I know how to treat cross stitch.
So, yesterday, being the 1st of May, 2 things had to happen. I had to start working on what my mania was going to be.
Yes.
And that was, as I mentioned last week, I guess.
Yeah.
Taking the Lady Justice from Mirabilia and start working on the beads. Yeah. And that's all I'm doing for Mania in 2021.
Monogamania.
And as it turns out, I don't know why I had forgotten this.
What?
There are only 3 colors of beads. Actually, there are 2 that look like they're navy blue and then a gold. So I've made a start, and I put this on kind of a scroll thing, and I don't usually stitch on anything like this. I had won this contraption at a retreat I went to years ago at the Dixie Darling.
Yep.
In Tennessee.
Yep.
And when I won it, I remember I'm still friends with many of the people that I went to the retreat with.
I was not at this retreat.
And all these door prizes were handed out, and I got this thing, and everybody said, you got the best thing. And I brought it home, and I'm going to say that had to have been 15 years ago. I've never used it until now. Now, it's called a doodler.
Seriously? That's the name of that thing?
It's called a doodler.
Well,
it is sold online. Principle. Just put in doodler cross stitch. It'll come up.
Oh, really? Is it sold by a company named Doodler?
No, I can't remember who it's sold by. our friend Shannon.
Yeah, Brahma.
Yeah.
Hi, Shannon.
Asked me about it. I sent her the link.
Uh-huh.
So I have the link, but I don't think I want to pass it on.
Oh,
I don't think I'm going to be using this
Did
contraption
you tell Shannon
again.
that?
No, but
Shannon,
I will message
I'm sorry.
But I thought it would be helpful to put the beads on. So, disclaimer off the top, I'm not recommending this gadget.
Doodler.
This doodler thing. Now, there may be some of you out there who bought a doodler 15, 20 years ago.
Is it used for cross-stitch? Why the heck do they call it a doodler?
I don't know. It was a cute name. I don't know.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with cross-stitch.
Anyway, so it's mounted on this doodler. And...
Doodler.
All right, so this is what this doodler looks like. I don't know if you can even tell. It's kind of like a thing you put in your lap. There you go. There's a good shot of it.
Mm.
So there's no tension on the sides.
No.
Which is immediately what came to mind. And it really doesn't stay extraordinarily tight.
What about, what if you were to take the, those magnet things, those stretchy magnet things we get from Amazon, and wrap it under there, and then pull it, whatever. I'm just trying to be helpful, Pamela.
I thought of that already, though.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I don't believe you.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, anyway, I think this doodler is going to be on the giveaway table at StitchCon, the freebie table, for anybody who wants to take it. And I'm not going to put a sign on it.
You're doing a really good job of selling it.
I'm not going to put a sign on it that says,
Pam's
this
doodler.
is fantastic, take it.
No.
But somebody might want to experiment with it. They might like it. This is not adjustable. This is all one big piece of wood.
Yeah, you stuck with it.
The two knobs. If it's still on there at the end of StitchCon B,
yeah,
you know where it's going to end up, right? All right. Now, enough about the stupid doodler. Anyway,
I want to doodle all day.
Now, I got some beads on yesterday.
She did.
So, what I worked on...
It's really good for displaying them, though, for holding things up. Look at you go.
Now, there's still some back stitching also that I have to do, but I vowed that I would work on the beads.
Yeah.
So, you can see from basically the bodice part of the lime green section till about her midsection, the beads are on.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's going pretty fast. Mm-hmm. So, I'm using DMC in a color similar to the bead, and that's it.
Yep.
So, she's getting her bling on.
She's getting her bling on.
In spite of being...
On the doodler.
On the doodler. Anyway, that was my main
It's really
project.
lightweight, though, for real.
Yeah, and it's easily taken apart for travel.
Yep, or to put in the trash.
But I think that, this is long before Millennium frames and what are some of the other floor...
Like the Elan.
The Elan and, all
Can I
these...
ask why you didn't just use your Elan?
I wanted to see if this contraption was worth keeping. I mean,
are you going to finish the beads of Lady Justice on the doodler?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
So, beading of Lady Justice is happening.
Doodler. Check.
Then, the other thing that's happening for me is obviously the two projects that Jessie Marie called for WIPGO for May. Mm-hmm. And can I just say...
You can say whatever you want. Well, within reason.
I told Stephanie this.
Yes.
Already.
Yes.
You need to go watch Jessie Marie's latest video.
Do it.
Jessie Marie does stuff.
Linked below.
But before you sit down to watch it, make sure that you have some Kleenex with you.
Or tissues. You don't have to have a Kleenex brand.
It is an emotional
roller coaster.
Little ride. I'm not going to say roller coaster, but it's a little emotional ride.
You might need a seatbelt. You might not.
But it ends with this child that
Jessie Marie's child. Not just any child.
Jessie Marie's little girl.
Yeah.
Is so precious.
Yes.
And she introduces...
Pam loves her.
And...
I'm a little worried.
You sit there with a wad of Kleenex in your hand, and you end up just busting with happiness over this adorable child.
Okay.
And so go see Jess and Marie. Anyway.
And the baby.
All right. One of the ones she called for WIPGO for me was Little House Needleworks 13 Colonies.
Yep.
And
you started that in October, right? Last October?
I started it at our Startober, last October.
Yep.
And that middle panel is full coverage.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, my strategy was to work on this.
Looks so pretty.
Toward that panel. I haven't actually done more than a couple lines of the border of that panel. But this is so pretty.
It is very pretty.
And I had pretty much done 2 leaves up here back in October. So,
and when did you start working on this?
Yesterday.
I literally want to punch you.
So I was able to come down here and go over across here. I got this heart in, the word 13 in, the bird, and then this border came down here and did this leaf about 3 times. I actually did this leaf about 3 times. And then this inner brown border is the border of that middle panel.
Got it.
And this flower here is actually center top.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I haven't got 1/4 of it done because it's it's longer than it is wire.
Right, for sure.
So, I'm going to be working on this for about half of May.
Oh, wow.
About half of May. And then I
bet you could get everything done but the full coverage.
Well, I want to see about getting some of the full coverage in.
Well, do whatever you want, Pam. I don't care. I mean...
You notice she doesn't take my suggestions and I don't take hers.
Yeah.
It's like a rule here.
We try to be helpful, but we don't want to do it.
But we don't accept
the
other person's suggestions
never
at all.
No.
It's like, that's nice. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah. Thank you so much for caring enough to say that, but you just wasted your breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Waste of time.
Right.
What am I stitching this on? Do you remember?
It's 32 count something from WIPGO, but it's a WIPGO 32 count, not a Zweigart 32 count.
It's one of those stiffer fabrics, and that is really good and will work well as I do this full coverage because my stitches will be more uniform. Yeah. The way I stitch anyway. I'm not speaking for everybody. No. But so that's why I want to...
It's not a floppy fabric.
No, not at all. It's very... I mean, this is my back, and you can see that I folded...
how crisp it is. How
crisp, and when I folded it, it's like an envelope almost, right?
It's like an envelope. Just like an envelope.
Just
the way you said that was cute.
No, cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
It's like an envelope.
So anyway, that's my WIPGO for about half of May. Is 13 Colonies.
Cool.
Julie at Gulf Coast has been wanting me to stitch this since...
She has been for many a moon.
About 1.5 years, I think you need to start 13 Colonies, Pam. Okay,
Julie. We'll do that.
It's going to be quiet now.
Yeah. It's going to be quiet now.
All right. Yes. So, those are...
our whips
of the week. There you go.
There you go.
Okay,
so let's talk about promotions.
Where's our sound effect?
Our sound effect is right over here, Pam. Pam, whatever face you're making, stop it.
It's time for promotions.
Promotions! Okay. I never remember that stupid thing.
You need to write it routinely.
I should find a picture of a trumpet.
I know.
And put it there.
Okay. So, it means it's time to talk about our friends
at
Twin Peak Primitives. Our friends over in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And We've been working with the twins for about 2 years, 2.5 years.
More like 3, but okay.
And
so every week.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I was like, this is the part of the thing that I explain to the people. So every week we pick a pattern of the week. So we go through their amazing collection of charts. We pick out the one that we love, that we think that you will love too. And we ask the twins if that's okay. They say yes most of the time. 99.9% of the time. And then we go ahead and we have it discounted for the next week. So this week, the pattern of the week is what, Pam?
Name of this pattern, and we've had people actually ask us, please make this a promotional pattern.
That's cool.
I have been noticing on Instagram primarily pictures of cherry blossoms and flowering cherry trees and so forth. And so I think this is the perfect week to feature their design, which is called Cherry Garden. And it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So we want to insert a picture of Cherry Garden as our promo pattern here. Isn't that beautiful with the little, what is that called?
Cherry blossom?
No, not cherry blossom. That structure with the little rounded top on it. I think it's,
I don't know.
It's not a gazebo. I don't think.
I don't know.
But anyway, I just love it.
I'm not going to start trying words because they'll be wrong. Because I almost just said rotunda and I knew that was not accurate. So, anyway, moving on. Anyways, so if you love Cherry Garden as much as we do and you would like to purchase it at the 20% off discounted rate, then you can do so at a few exclusive places. So if you would like a PDF copy of Cherry Garden, then you can get that copy at either the Twin Peak Primitives website or their Etsy shop, both linked below. There's no coupon code needed at checkout. It is already discounted for you, so you are all set. However, if you would rather have a hard copy of the chart, you can do that as well. But there is one shop and one shop only that is providing the discounted hard copies of Cherry Garden, and that is Threads Entwined in Northern California. And Trish is the owner, and she'll take great care of you. When you purchase the chart from her website, you do not need a code there either. You just check out, and it's already discounted, so you're good to go. And then while you are at any of those places, we highly recommend that you look at and purchase the Springfield 1817 sampler because that purchase of that chart puts your name in the hat to potentially win a grand prize of $1,000. I think it's this, actually.
Oh, is it this?
Yes.
Is it this?
Yes.
Okay.
$1,000.
Correct.
So
cash prize.
Cash prize. So
from the twins, not us.
No, but either way, they're gonna get it. I don't think they care where it's come from. I wouldn't. If somebody's giving me $1,000, I don't care where it's come from. Thank you. I'll take it. So well, within reason. We originally were going to go back to Europe this fall. That trip has been canceled due to COVID. And so we are going to continue with this promotion, however, through this fall. So instead of the grand prize being a trip to Europe, you could potentially win you could potentially win $1,000.
Right.
So, if you've already purchased the pattern, then your name is still in that same hat. But if you have not purchased the pattern and you would like to maybe get yourself $1,000, then please purchase the Springfield 1817 sampler. And for our first video of every month, we show you all a photo of the Springfield 1817 sampler. So we will insert a photo of that chart here.
It's beautiful.
So, even though just the purchase of the chart is what gets your name in the hat to win the money, it is a beautiful start to stitch. So,
yes, absolutely.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Okay, that brings us to
Mail call. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try about that first.
Okay, got a lovely card from a gal who lives in Red Deer.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
Red Deer,
Alberta.
Yep.
Couldn't
think of the province. Sorry, Marcia.
Sorry.
She came to StitchCon in 2019. She was at my table. And she is a former librarian, as am I. We actually did a group librarian pick with
that's right.
about half a dozen people who were at StitchCon 2019 who were
so cute.
Current or retired librarians.
Isn't that sweet?
And so Marcia sent this lovely card, which is just beautiful.
It is very sweet.
And a lovely, lovely note, and basically to wish me a happy Mother's Day, and also talk about they have a goose, a mother goose.
A mother goose.
Who has returned the last several years.
She's doing something right to get the birds to come and the animals to come back.
Because she sits on a planter on their deck in Red Deer and lays her eggs every year.
Sounds pretty amazing to me.
So she wanted to tell me all about that since we had the Lois
situation.
Yeah. But anyway, it was wonderful to hear from Marcia.
It was.
And brought back a lot of great memories.
Sure did.
So thanks for the wonderful note, Marcia.
Yes. Okay. And then we also got from Karen. And Karen was someone who had won a giveaway. And she sent us this lovely thank you card. I like the shimmery and the purple. And it was just very, very sweet. And so I wanted to show it to you all.
Very nice.
So thank you, Karen. And then if you watched last week's video, you know that towards the end we gave some shout outs.
Right.
And one of those shout outs was to our sweet friend Sarah, Memphis Sarah E here on FlossTube. And she is newer to FlossTube, and we think she's great, and so if you haven't checked her out, we'll link her below. But she sent us a really lovely package all the way from Memphis, with this super cute card that says "Blown Away."
Isn't that cute?
And she wrote us a really, really sweet note. And so included in the package,
right,
was
I
have to be quiet with these.
Right.
And yes, I've already opened them, and I don't know why I'm whispering. They can't speak English. But they're...
Just don't shake it.
Catnip fever. Look at that bird. Look at that chicken with his rainbow afro on it. It's so cute. They love these things.
Yeah, they come running, man.
They love them.
Yeah.
Set them down quietly. Okay.
Right.
And then for us...
Yeah.
She sent... Okay, I'm probably going to butcher this, but I think they're called Dinstals.
Yep.
Cashew Crunch.
Oh boy, we haven't opened yet.
No.
We'll probably have some tonight.
And so there's some coconut action happening and some cashew action. So it's cashew a nut or cocashew or something. I'm not really sure, but they look amazing, and I'm very.
That's almost like nugget. Remember that?
Nuggety. Love that. Thank you so much, Sarah. We love
Sarah. To both of you ladies, who were trying to start a thank you. No,
circle.
Thank you. No, a thank you circle.
Yes.
Totally unnecessary, but very thoughtful.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, and thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So that's it. So let's talk about haul.
Okay.
Why don't you talk about your haul, Pam?
Yeah, I kind of went back to my game board roots. For that game board wall that I still don't have.
Back to my
someone had sent me a message about this Clue game board cross stitch pattern.
Is this the whole thing?
Yeah.
And even this border and everything?
I don't know.
Dang.
I haven't studied it. This is just the first page.
Okay. Where'd you get it from?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I knew this was going to happen.
I'll find it before you do the notes.
Okay.
Maybe I said, I have one in my stash. Let me look for the one that I have in my stash and compare it. And so we went to my game board charts that I've been collecting, because there's stitching and then there's collecting. Oh, good.
From PlatoSquirrel?
Yes, PlatoSquirrel on Etsy.
PlatoSquirrel.
PlatoSquirrel.
Yes.
And it turns out that I had in mind to buy it and I had never purchased it.
Yes.
So from Squirrel, it's Clue Board Sampler, and it's just really cute.
It's
really
literally
cute.
It's on sale right now for $6.
And I think that's why I went ahead and got it.
Oh,
because
okay.
It was on sale.
Perfect.
So
it's so cute.
For my collection
so what
of
I said to Pam was, is this the whole thing is the chart? So it's not just this. It's all of this.
Right, because you need the people.
Well, of course you need the people.
You need Mrs. White, Professor Plum, Mr. Green, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, and Mrs. Peacock. And you need
Where are all the weapons? Oh, I wish they had all the weapons on there. That would be funny. They don't have the weapons on there.
No, they don't.
I'm disappointed. I'm just kidding.
That's interesting. Anyway,
Anywho,
I think it's cute, so I got
cool.
it. $6.
I mean, why not?
And then I found this other one by chance. Have you seen the movie Queen's Gambit?
It's not a movie. It's a miniseries on Netflix.
Oh, miniseries on Netflix? Have you seen it?
Incredible. The Queen's Gambit.
Even if you know nothing, which we do not.
I don't know a thing about chess.
Nothing about chess.
It's
a fantastic
incredible.
miniseries.
Yes.
And it seems like it was around Christmas time when we watched
it.
Wasn't it around Christmas time? Yep. It's still on.
Yeah.
So this is called, and this is from...
Uh-oh. Man.
Vivsters. V-I-V Sters. S-T-E-R-S. Vivsters on Etsy. Her name is Vivienne Powers, the designer. She goes by Viv. And she did this Queen's Gambit chessboard sampler.
Look at that amazing
Isn't that
thing.
Pretty? Yeah. Yeah. There's the one by Plum Street that is...
Dead Man's Chess.
Dead Man's Chess that Jen Lee is stitching.
Yes.
And I have that chart in my stash as well. Jen talked about it in a very recent video when she talked about her whips and her plans for her 40th birthday. Oh my God.
Go watch it.
She is one...
Don't tell them what she's doing.
No, I won't.
Let them go watch it.
But she is one of our... She's one of our favorite people, number one. And she is a stitcher that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Yes.
in terms of perhaps...
if you have any anxiety or whatever about your whip count, go watch Jen Lee.
Yeah. Jen Lee... same can be said for Jessie Marie.
Yeah.
If you want to feel like you're not as bad as you thought you were, kind of thing. Yeah.
But I live for the high whip count. I
do. I do from afar. You do by participating.
Correct.
But anyway, so 2 game boards for me off of Etsy.
Yep.
And then I ordered another Owl Forest embroidery kit from Russia.
You brought that direct from Owl Forest?
I did.
Okay.
From their website. And it's called...
Strawberry something?
Strawberry something. Strawberry Garden, I think. Let's just call it Strawberry Garden.
Yeah.
Lord knows we don't know Russian.
Right. No, Cyrillic, you mean?
Cyrillic. So that's it up close.
It's really pretty.
Memphis Sarah E also got this one. About the same time, ours arrived. And so I told her that, it comes, it's just lovely. You get all
Look at them.
All the colors.
Look at them.
You get a cute little strawberry needle minder.
Yes.
You get the fabric.
Yes.
Which is kind of a
yellowy
warm beige
situation.
And then you get the chart, and it comes all kind of interfolded together.
Interfolded. There's a new word for you.
I couldn't figure out how to unfold it. That's how.
Really?
Yeah, it was all tucked together like this. There were two pieces, and I thought, how did they do that? So without
You clearly
showing the
figured it out.
chart, without showing the chart, when I finally figured out how to disassemble this chart, one sheet I think is the full chart.
Yeah.
And then the other sheet I've shown Steph were all these little sections of the chart with dotted lines around them and a little scissors symbol, so that if you wanted to, you could cut out those and maybe magnet them to your Q-snap, not your Q-snap, but magnet to them,
To your fabric.
to your fabric in whatever frame you're using, right? And
So you wouldn't have this big chart to wrangle.
see, and that's what they're thinking. So it was
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
smart.
interesting. I said to Sarah, I said, go unfold your, I gave her my,
Go unfold your chart now.
go unfold your chart and look how they did it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And she found it interesting as well. So
Cool.
that was my haul for the week.
Okay. Alrighty. So, let's talk about my haul. Okay, so this is not technically cross-stitch related, but it kind of is, so I'm just going to show it to you anyway. So, I think I mentioned maybe a month or 6 weeks ago about, well, first of all, just the fact that I'm getting really into stickering. And me and Kia and Liz have decided that stickering and plannering are words. They're verbs. It's fine. And so, thanks to first Kia, then Liz, and now I've fully dived in. I found out about this sticker company that's on Etsy, and they're called PaperMintyStudio. And I think I showed you all some stickers that I got from them a few weeks ago. And so I'm writing it down so I don't forget. And so Liz has apparently been working with the sticker designer for PaperMintyStudio, and they have come up with a kind of collaborative sticker sheet. I saw it. I immediately purchased 3 sheets of it. I have more sheets on the way, and it is the FlossTube sticker sheet. Look up now.
Yes.
So this is like a collaboration between Liz and and I wish I knew her name, but I don't, PaperMintyStudio. So there's the tomatoes, the project bags, the bobbins, the thread rings, and then look at this computer and it says FlossTube. Are you actually serious? So I will be decorating my June pages of my book of days with these. I got, like I said, 3 sheets of them. And I will also be using this for our anniversary that's next week. Well,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And they're freaking cute. So, go run, don't walk. There are 2 different sort of mats, I guess you can call them. So there's 2 different options that way. There's like a white and a clear
Finish.
Finish
Is what you're looking for.
Yes.
That I would consider to be matte finish.
Yes. So.
As opposed to glossy.
Correct.
There you
Like
go.
how you used to do old pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The next is some charts I got from Keepsakes. We had a local stitcher bring this in, and it was all finished. And I was like, what is that? I need that. And seeing the chart, I probably would not have purchased it without seeing it finished. It's beautiful. And this is from Scattered Seed Samplers, and it's called Catherine Dickinson 1840. I love this. It's
So colorful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Catherine Dickinson 1840.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. And then this, I believe, is new from Hands to Work. And this is called Patience 1898. Look at that bunny, though.
Up in the corner.
I'm a sucker for the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute.
He's on the run.
Yep. He is on the run. That's true.
He does not have patience.
Nope, he does not. You're funny. And then this is not new from Madame Chantilly, but I had it in my, like, pattern wish list. And I was like, why have I not gotten this one yet? So I did. And it is called Spring Jasmine Tea by Madame Chantilly. And it's the pig for me. Really. I mean, I also like the chicken with the baby chick on the head. And I don't know if I will put jasmine tea underneath it.
Yeah.
Or if I'll even put the word spring. But we're a long ways from figuring that out. So
yeah.
I just think it's really sweet. Spring Jasmine Tea from Madame Chantilly. Okay. Then, your girl got her tax return. So I decided... Refund.
You sent your tax return. You got your tax refund.
Okay, that's what happened. And so I decided to buy myself a little treat. And so I happen to be on the list for the Country Sampler newsletter. We went to Country Sampler a couple years ago. It's a cross-stitch shop and quilting shop in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And they have an amazing website, and they also have a really great newsletter. It's just aesthetically pleasing if you're into that. And so I will link their website below. But the picture of this... So what their kind of specialty is they take a cross-stitch chart. It's typically more like primitive style, that kind of thing. And then they do sometimes a conversion. But then you can purchase the full kit, floss, fabric, chart, all of it from them one fell swoop. Which is really nice, very convenient. And so in the last few spring newsletters that the Country Sampler had, this was pictured, and I was like, that is so cute. And so I just splurged and bought it. So, I mean, it really wasn't. Oh, yeah. It wasn't that much.
The picture is terrible.
Yeah. But
that's okay.
So, this is from Not Forgotten Farm, and this is Peas and Carrots. It is so sweet. I love the little snail down here. And the little peepaw. It's so cute. And then I bought the full kit from Country Sampler. And so I got 36 count winter woolens. I don't know who makes that fabric, but that's what the fabric is. And then all of the threads. And it comes beautiful.
I think it might be X Jude. Would they sell X Jude design?
I don't know.
That winter woolen sounds very familiar.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know it's not Picture Plus or like Lakeside or anything or R&R or anything like that. So, and then all of the threads, it's just, and then you also get the fabric to finish the pillow. So that's really cool. So, I will link Country Sampler below for you. I am also on the list for, Luminous Fiber Arts. And so I get her customer email, and it is in that email when I get notified of new fabric that she has been put out.
Oh my gosh. Stephanie comes like a charging bull to
so aggressive.
The laptop when she hears about some of Misty's fabrics.
Yes.
She's like,
Misty's bought new fabric, I gotta go.
That's how she reacts. Misty's got new fabric.
Yeah. So she put out new fabric and I purchased, I got to it earlier than I did Sparrow the last time. So I was really, really happy about that. And so, I mean, I love the Sparrow that I got, but still. So this is called Soft Porcelain. And I got 2 fat quarters, 1 in 40 count, 1 in 36 count. And this is the color. So it's kind of like a little peachy.
Very peachy, I think. I mean, not dark peach, but it's peachy in tone.
So the 36 and 40 count look very, very, very similar. Yeah. So I'm very excited about those 2 fabrics.
Right.
Love it. Misty makes amazing fabric. It goes so quickly. So I will link.
That's why she charges like
a bull.
Like bull.
Like bull. And so I will link her FlossTube below, and I will also link her website below so you can sign up for a newsletter so you can run like a bull too.
Right.
Okay. Next. I probably broke the record for the number of messages I got from random people. Not random people.
You didn't break the record. The people did.
Yeah, this is very true. The people broke the record. I got so many messages about this. This was early this week, right? Like Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
When this dropped, and like the funny thing is, it's just so I love everyone that's like, I don't know if you probably saw this, but like just in case,
right?
Which is very, very kind and very sweet. I also happen to have post notifications turned on for this particular designer, so
there you go.
I got it. So I'm talking about Satsuma Street, and a couple, maybe a year ago, whatever. I didn't pay a lot of attention because Alice in Wonderland is not my thing, but I know that she did an Alice in Wonderland mystery stitch along, and which a lot of people loved. It was beautiful, all the things. But I am a Wizard of Oz girl. If you've watched any of our videos, you know that. Right. And so I just never really got into Alice in Wonderland. Then Jody, who is the designer of Satsuma Street, she released information that she would be doing a Wizard of Oz secret stitch along in 2021, and I was like, where take my money? Just take all my money. Not all of it, but some of it. So the stitch along, you can purchase the kit online, and then from her shop, and then I think it's like every few weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 different chapters. And then you get them emailed to you every release date or whatever. So, so you can buy it chart only. So this is kind of how the layout will look. And then she gives you the list of all the DMC and so on and so forth. And then, so I got that emailed to me, of course. And then I also bought the kit. And I chose, there were a couple different fabric ways to go with. And I chose 28 count green sapphire casual linen with all the DMCs included. Now, I'm not allowed to have any new starts. So this might, except for events when the Whistle Stop crew is all together. So I think that I might start this as my StitchCon start. I might. I haven't fully committed yet.
That would be a lot to start to get oriented and get all your
ducks in a row.
Ducks in a row in the middle of StitchCon, I feel.
Correct. I don't stitch a whole heck of a lot at StitchCon, so it would be at the, and plus if I were to start it, it would be at night in the stitching room.
Well, that's true, but still, that's after a whole day of StitchCon.
Yes. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see. I also am not 100% sure that I'm going to stitch on this linen. Yeah. If I don't, Pam will use the linen. It's not a problem.
Oh, right.
But,
well, we just decided
that's the color that I want to go with.
Oh, definitely. In
case I change colors. So it's kind of a minty green.
Yeah.
She also offered like a light blue type situation, but the Emerald City, so I just have to.
Yeah.
So I got that. Very, very exciting there. I'm not 100% sure where she stands with what she has left for kits.
Oh, yeah,
you know, so I will link all of her stuff below.
I think we actually ordered that before last week's video, and it just happened to come in this past week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and this when did we order this? September?
Yeah, it was last fall.
Yes.
I think it was September, actually.
Okay, well, great. I'm really good.
We pre-ordered it on Amazon.
Yes.
People in the UK...
This is a new item, not the
have been doing flip-throughs. I think Michelle at Mama Loves You GB did a flip-through.
Yep.
Of the... Not Michelle. Is it Michelle?
Yes, Mama Loves You GB. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of...
somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the new book by Emma Congdon, who is Stitcherovia. And this is the Cross Stitch for the Earth book. I will link Michelle's channel below, so you can go watch her flip through of this book.
Right.
But here's just a little idea of some of the amazing charts that are in here.
20. There's 20 designs.
Different designs. There is... Oh, did we? No, we didn't. Of course
we didn't mark anything yet.
We didn't mark anything yet.
I want to do that one that's...
I know, I'm going to find it so I can show
right, the first one.
Oh, it is?
One. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We don't inherit the earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do that one.
Okay, well, let me show the people the one that we're talking... It's not the first one. It's actually the second one.
Yeah.
And so it says, we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.
Yeah.
And it's a North American...
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Look at those whales!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love her designs. They're absolutely beautiful. And I have the one that I finished. Oh, yeah, I love this one.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Charlie Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that fox!
Yep. Yep.
So, we got it. We got ours off of Amazon. So, and we also have her cross stitch for the Soul book as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, highly, highly, highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
So go to Amazon. We put that over there.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Hit me with the spine. So go to Amazon and get the book. Okay, and then I also have an order. I got my order from, I'm going to show those next week. Because I don't have the stuff ready for it.
Right.
Okay. So, I need to look up. Hold on, I'm going to pause this. Okay, sorry. I just don't want you to have to sit there while I scroll through my phone to figure it out. So, we all know that I love people whose name is Pam.
Aww.
So, there is a project bag maker on Etsy, and her Etsy shop name is Pamsneedleandthread. So, I was obviously drawn to it because of Pam. And her project bags, just the photos, I'm like, look like soft little marshmallow project bags.
Marshmallow.
Like, they just look so soft and so cushy.
Oh, okay.
And
they're quilted, that's why.
They're quilted, yes, exactly. And I'm like, and they look very, very, very well done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been lurking on her Etsy for a while, and then I finally made a purchase. And I almost bought 4 because I couldn't decide, but I ended up with 1.
Wow.
And so this is the bag that I got.
Pretty.
I love coral. It's one of my favorite colors. I mean, red is my favorite color, but coral is a very close second. And I love coral and gray and yellow together. So, and then look at those sweet birds, and they're so cute. And then it's just like, look at how cushy, look.
Mm-hmm.
It's so well made, y'all. And it's a vinyl front as well. And like, I love the zipper pulls that people do and like all that kind of stuff, but I just love this, and it's for simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very streamlined and like just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it will fit a Q-snap, which is lovely. So Pam's Needle and Thread on Etsy. I will link it below for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it like just impeccably made. Impeccably made.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, that's all the money I spent this week. Oh, now I gotta get my freaking sound effect. Hold on. I got a lot going on, people. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
That was our haul.
That was our haul. Add to cart. See, if I breathe beforehand, you do it correctly.
There you go.
All right.
All right. If you're new here or you haven't visited with us in a while, you might not know that we added the Buy Me a Coffee platform to our description box as a vehicle for you to
support us
and this channel and our stitching journey. And we transcribe the coffee into framing.
Yes.
And the increments are very small. And we want to personally and publicly, not personally.
Thank you.
We want to publicly
Yes.
thank all the people who used Buy Me a Coffee to support this channel.
Yes.
In the last week.
Yes.
And this is first names only and no amounts.
Right.
But thank you to Laura, Nell, Floor, Angela, Shannon. I think that's
Cree.
Uh-huh.
Cree, Polly, Laverne, Kristen, and one anonymous.
Right. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This is totally optional. Do not feel like you have to do it at all.
Right.
But we have all of our finishes in what we refer to as the under the bed box.
Or the UBB.
Or the UBB. It is under my bed.
Mm-hmm.
And we would like to see if we can get some of those things framed.
Or liberate the UBB. As
hashtag liberate the UBB.
Yes.
So, if you are so inclined, if there was something in this episode or other episodes that you got something out of, whether it's an enabling or a giggle or
just enjoyed what you saw,
just some concentrated stitching time,
right?
That option is there for you.
It is.
Okay. In terms of plans,
yes.
As you heard at the beginning, this is episode 199.
It is.
So next.
So what comes next, people? What comes next?
Hashtag cos math.
Yes.
200 numbered episodes.
Next week.
Next week.
But our FlossTube anniversary,
right,
is not next week.
No.
Our FlossTube anniversary is on the 23rd.
Right.
So
we have some very, very, very special
big things
planned.
Yeah.
For
wow, our 100th episode doesn't seem like that long ago.
Well, we had all those Instagram lives that we uploaded to our channel that you did at the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah.
Those weren't numbered.
No.
So
I'm just saying, when we celebrated our 100th episode, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. That's all I'm saying.
From 100 to 200?
Correct.
Seems to have gone quicker than
correct
1 to 100?
Yes, it's just an observation.
Okay. So anyway, we have some very special things in the works.
Yes.
So make sure you come back.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if you enjoyed it this time, then come back.
If you thought I'm never going to tune them in again,
then we're very sorry.
Nice knowing you.
Right? Yeah. Bye.
Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, so big things are happening.
Yeah.
May has, over the last several years, been a very fun month for cross stitching, and this year is no exception.
Right.
So, if you're doing Mania, enjoy Mania. If you're doing any of the other SALs that are running around out there, have fun with those. And we're going to go fix dinner.
Yep. Pam's going to fix dinner. I'm going to edit the video.
Yep. And
upload it.
We've enjoyed having you with us, and we hope you come back.
Yes.
We are... another exciting thing that's happening is we are approaching another subscriber milestone.
True.
So even though we don't do it for the numbers, it is fun to
see them.
Yeah, it is fun. Just fun. So, see you next week.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.